Fighters, are you ready? Fans, are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world live on insert your fucking station, ladies and gentlemen, and then I can't say that line. Because, I was going to say, otherwise I get a check sent to me, but it's the opposite of a check. I get a fucking invoice sent to me. And the invoice would read, it would say, Dear Des, first of all, we're not writing this because we saw your fucking, whatever you want to call this show, podcast, show, whatever. Don't fucking delude yourself into thinking you had viewers that weren't just some bots in a factory in fucking Thailand. But because we have bots in a factory in Thailand, they picked up that you were infringing on fucking copyrighted. Was it copyrighted or was the other one? It's trademark. Is there a difference? Do we give a shit? I don't really care. Well, actually, you know what? We probably should give a shit in terms of building our portfolio because we should actually trademark fucking everything. We should go back and find all my little things and then invent new things too. We'll find out things that I repeat very frequently. Even, obviously, I don't come up with shit. I don't invent my own language. I don't walk around going, splookum to you. I don't fucking do that. We should start doing it. What if I just did that? So we'll start with splookum. I'm going to trademark splookum. It has to exist in some language. There's no way that there's 190 countries who speak. It's got to be at least 1,000 languages. And now you factor in languages that are dead, and you factor in languages that are alive but have a dead, have they were something and they had to kill themselves, or just we lost words along the way. Because sometimes I guess Shakespeare, Shakespeare will be going like this, and then to be not to be like, yeah, I understand that, and then he goes, splookum, and you're like, I don't know what that is. I could probably guess if you say I'm going out to the splookum to get some milk. It's like, okay, well that means bodega or whatever the fuck. Walmart if you live in in the inner workings of America. And so you can reason. I could use the logical reasoning and do it's not conductive reasoning, inductive reasoning, reductive reasoning. There's so many segues that I did, to go into the screen, but I don't want to go there yet. What I was going to do for this week, because it's been a while. It's been a while, guys. You haven't seen Desy's face in a while. And you could tell I haven't used a fucking shaving razor in a while either. I'll pick the fucking, the perfect time of year to do that. As you can tell, I'm already just dripping. I look like fucking Rico Suave. Without the killer abs, without looking like somebody from a 90s fitness video. I look like if I was in a 90s fitness video, I'd be on the other half of the screen saying, or like the before and after screen. Except there will be no after because I think I've just given up in terms of that. I still have this, and I say that consciously, but deep down I have this fucking fantasy that I'm going to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger, by tomorrow, or at least within the next 6 weeks. Rationally, I say, because I'm supposed to be the guy who's anti-bullshit, that I say, not gonna fucking happen. But this is America. This is America, so we say shit like that, and we say, oh, it's not gonna happen. But deep down, we're like, I'm trying to be the fucking oligarch of the planet. So you really think I don't think that I can become fucking like Arnold Schwarzenegger in 6 weeks? Deep down, it's there. It's there. Maybe not in my brain, but in my fucking, in my spleen or something. In my kidneys. The belief that one day I will balloon. I will absolutely fucking swell to the size of being able to rip somebody in half. But my brain is telling me not to hold my breath. So I won't. But what I was going to say was, if I was in a 90s fitness video, I would be either in the before picture, or I'd be like the character, I'd be like, don't be this guy with the big red X, and it's just gonna be like me fucking sitting on the couch, throwing caramel popcorn in my mouth, watching fucking what's that movie with Keeping the Faith? I just with Ben Stiller. That's just like a very like 90s kind of thing. Because we're talking about 90s fitness. I don't know what has changed between. I guess people don't watch fitness video. They watch videos like on YouTube. You wouldn't get a fitness VHS. Maybe we should do a fitness VHS. And then this is where you tie the two things together because you say, look, Desy's trying to get a swole. Again, not consciously, but like down towards the testicular region. There's a motivation to become like a fucking Adonis. So now it's inner passion, bucket list kind of shit. So now you have that, which would otherwise go fucking unfulfilled. Like I said, because you're not going to get that walking to the corner store to get some Arizona iced teas. It's not enough. You need, according to what I know about fitness, and you look at guys like what's his name, like Coleman. I don't think he just did that. I think he did a little bit more. He put a little bit more effort into his regimen. So, given that we're probably gonna need a little bit extra motivation, someone to bring us along the way. Two birds, one stone. Hey, Desy fitness videos in VHS. In VHS. You remember what we were talking about last week? It doesn't matter what the idea is. All that matters is that you find the fucking niche. Find something that nobody else is doing. Because that's the internet. That's how Amazon works. Don't you understand? They will make a lot of money selling the one bestseller thing. They'll do that. They will make equally as much money selling. Okay, you sell 1 million copies of what's something that Hillary Clinton's fucking next book, where she comes up with a new excuse after fucking originally it was the Russians and now she finds out and then she finds out it was COVID but 4 years ago, and that's why she passed out and all that kind of stuff. Not to keep because I had this thought the other day. And there's a lot has happened since last time. So, there's a lot to unpack. There's a lot to go into before I just go, because I was picking on her and I was kind of going in my head. I was saying, you know what? Her like side by side with the dead guy, who apparently has Lazarus himself. And fucking, at the last minute, we thought we were losing him. Oh, yeah, you gotta wear a mask. We're getting out of Afghanistan. And he fucking did it. I'm wondering what's the kicker? Because I didn't think he was in charge in the first place. We make jokes on this very kind of platform saying he's not the sheriff in town. He has the official title of sheriff, and he might dress up like a sheriff. But it's kind of like he's the sheriff. Like he is a kid. I'm talking about like in a town like in the Wild Wild West. Sheriff has a kid who's clearly more suited for the job, and everyone's like, he's the one who goes around picking up the trash. He's the one who goes into the saloons and just shoots some guy in the fucking head to remind people who's in charge. He's kind of the guy who makes things happen. He makes sure that the whatever's left of the shrubbery is maintained. But the old guy officially he just hasn't died yet. It's literally like they're counting down the fucking thing, and he's gonna leave this inherit. Fuck off, Desy. Fuck off. This is why you gotta do exercises before, like warming up the tongue. He's gotta do inheritance. That doesn't even make any fucking sense either. He's gotta do inheritance. Wow. Scrambled fucking brain. Again. I don't know why. It's like I think the days when I get like no fucking sleep, I get nothing. I get like 2 hours of sleep last night. And of course, do I wake up and do these? No. Because why? Because I want to have some toast. And I want to put some fucking jam on it. And then I want to take a fucking shower because I smell like shit. And then look what happens. We're back to basics. And there's no, again, it's listen to me. Or put the AC on. Can't have both. And I know a lot of you probably at this point right now are saying, put on the fucking AC, Des, and shut your fucking mouth. But you know what? That goes against absolutely everything that Des at least thinks that he's about. It strikes at what I think is the core of my fucking existence. So go fuck yourself, because it's not going to happen. Nice try again. If you want to listen to an AC go on YouTube and type in AC for 2 hours. And I'm sure they fucking have it. Because like I said, this is the age of the niche. You know how people can't fall asleep unless there's some rain? There are people who can't fall asleep unless it's the sound of a fucking artificial AC. Maybe they can't even afford an AC. And don't fucking laugh. Because that's a fucking reality for a lot of fucking people. Can't afford an AC. But they want to be reminded. They don't even have like videos of like, oh, you know, the lobby sounds of like, you know, some plush whatever fucking hotel to aspire to something. It's not even like the eyes aren't even all the way up there. They've reeled the dream all the way the fuck back in. Just get me a fucking AC. Get me a fucking fridge that doesn't give out. And make my fucking my leftover macaroni and cheese smell like Bill Gates' shoes. I don't know why Bill Gates in particular. I just feel like he's the kind of, he actually probably has a lot of pairs of shoes, so he probably doesn't even have too many smelly pairs of shoes. He just struck me as like the kind of guy, you know, who has like those like running shoes, and he probably like smells like grass to start out with, like actual like grass, and then you add, I don't know where I'm going with this. The whole long thing of the AC, and you scroll all the way the fuck back, is I got no fucking sleep. I got no fucking sleep. And I think what happens is that then my thing gets low, and I just start going blah, 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 and I start having these thoughts that usually like a more fucking relaxed brain will be like, yeah, we're gonna filter that one. I told you Desy has no filter. But maybe that part of that's part of why. Because you're getting me on these days where it's like my filter is fucking down, nothing passes through it. Or everything passes through it. Mush. Let's move on to something, because I need to, you know, again, 13 minutes in, and we are not breaking an hour. A couple things this week. We're not breaking a fucking hour, and I'm trying to keep it, you know, I know we're going to go and do some screen shit now, but we're trying to keep it so that, you know, if you're listening to this, because we need to expand. If you haven't figured out that that's the central theme of this fucking podcast yet, whenever you watch this, the two people, whoever will, it's not looking good for you in your life just going forward. It's just not. So we're trying to do things that, you know, maybe the average listener can just kind of, you know, listen to on the subway, because you clearly need to have this in your life. You know, you go work for a fucking a baby mattress company under a manager named Shatuzi, and Shatuzi is just a fucking rotten piece of shit. I was gonna say, did I say she? Did I identify? She's non-binary, which I thought was a way of like, you know, not pissing off A, not pissing off B. Well, I'm pissing off C, because now the non-binary people are gonna say that's non-binary, whatever it is, whatever the word for that is. But Shatuzi is like, it was like the manager we were talking about last week, somebody who, you know, is a little too fucking eager. You know, somebody who gives too much of a shit. And, you know, would go around and, you know, count, they have to count on the fucking guns, and counted all the fucking, you know, baby mattresses one extra time. And the old manager's like, that takes initiative. Shatuzi doesn't give a fuck about, actually, mildly gives a fuck about mattresses, because you would have to. But you only give a fuck about it because you're like, this is my way to do this, and then you're writing the fucking plot in your head, and like, and then I bought 7 casinos in fucking Atlantic City and wherever, and then became the next tycoon. Move a step aside, Donnie Golden toilets. There's a new sheriff in town. It's Shatuzi. Fucking, you know, this is where it all starts. The reality is they don't get past that, or they get fired. What ends up actually happening is, let's say this is an artisan baby mattress company. Cheryl's Baby Mattresses on 47th Street in Brooklyn. Excuse me. You want a mattress for your baby? Or maybe you're just a small fucking individual. Or maybe you're just one of these rich assholes who fucking wants their teddy to have their own thing, or the pet. Maybe it's for cats. Listen, anything that's of that relative fucking size. Whatever, that doesn't matter what your reason is. Why am I asking what your fucking reason? Sometimes maybe you just got high and wanted to buy a fucking baby mattress. Maybe you just did a barrel full of crystal meth, and that was you saw, you know, I was gonna say Muhammad. Now I'm gonna get fucking slaughtered. I'm sorry, but you know, I didn't draw him. You saw the prophet, Muhammad, peace be upon him, coming down from the hill saying, go and buy a fucking baby mattress. And you're like, why are you swearing, dude? That's very out of character. Because it's not actually him. That's the point. It's a hallucination. Clearly, it's a hallucination. Maybe Muhammad comes back and that's actually his thing, for whatever reason, just an inexplicable reason. It's like Jesus. I'll switch it to Jesus again because I just feel me like walking, and I don't mean to, like, you know. I'm trying to juggle this whole thing of like saying it like not like it is, just saying whatever the fuck comes out of my mouth and then just not worrying about it. But like I said, you know, we have a line of people who are going to fucking murder me, and it'll be the first 5 people who watch any of my shit. Murder me, massacre. Like we said, Departed style. Walk right in with my fucking bag, and there's gonna be fucking 10 guys. All different ethnicities. What'd you call us? Pop. And then I'm gonna be dead. But you think they're gonna just fucking run away? Like, oh, the job is done? Absolutely the fuck not. They will grab whatever fucking cutlery I have, whatever fucking thing that you could possibly define as a tool that exists anywhere in my fucking apartment that they broke into, and just, I'm saying like tub of acid shit, your pliers. Maybe some of them will put some of my body parts in like a fucking Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer in case they ever get hungry. Now he's saying that they're barbarians. So now, adding more people to the fucking list, or doubling up because I didn't add any new ethnicities. They would double up the list of whoever was already there. Because now they're being doubly. Oh, he's implying they're all savages who eat other human beings. Do you understand? There's no winning. There's no fucking winning. There's just no fucking. But whatever. For the sake of what, I should already just go because the cat's out the bag. But we'll reel it back in. We'll go to our old buddy Jesus. And the truth is, I might be understating. I might be saying, oh, because Jesus is my guy, or at least the guy that I was brought up to think was the head honcho. But I might be underestimating. You know, like I said a couple weeks ago, I said American Catholics especially, top pound for pound, most bullshit, boring religion. Not bullshit, most boring, bland fucking religion. But maybe this sect of like Uruguayan Catholics heard that and said, he insulted one of us, he insulted all of us. Get the fucking spears, because here we fucking come. Vamos a la casa de Desy. We got work to do. So maybe I'm over or underestimating the Catholic and Jesuit rage that I'm cooking up right now. But you know what? We shall continue. Say Jesus comes back one day. And again, doesn't actually come back. But in your fucking tripped out fucking mind, because remember, we were saying a barrel of crystal meth. How big is the barrel? Let your imagination run wild. Enough to survive, obviously. Because if you just died after having it, then, you know, you wouldn't be in Sherry's mattress store, would you? So, he comes back and says, hey. And they go, before he just floats down on his own, knowing that everyone's gonna know who he is. No one's gonna be like, Matthew McConaughey? No, they're gonna be like, hey, he fucking, you know what? And they're gonna be like, before they, like, some people are gonna be just passing out, you know, like, you know. But then a lot of people are just gonna be like, by a lot of people, I mean Desy. Desy will be there going, son of a bitch. I mean, talk about keeping a fucking promise. Like when it looked like it was getting really bleak too. Because everything was falling apart. And people were like, you know what? This guy said he was coming back. And now I look like the asshole. Because it's like I'm holding a parking spot, but the guy just fucking drove off. And it's like, oh no, he's coming back. He said he would be back in 2 seconds. And now I got some guy from, I got to pick a country that I haven't done yet. A guy from Tunisia is going to come fucking break my legs. Because that's how it gets at. This is why I don't drive. I do not drive. Is it because I'm scared of Tunisian guys breaking my legs? Not necessarily. It's more of that I don't want to deal. People are very thin about their cars too. It's always like, oh, like it's just like a job. It's another one of those things. Like the house, the job, the kid, what the kid does, the kid's activities, and then it's like fucking the car. It's just another fucking thing to pretend like you're talking about at a barbecue while really trying to one up this other fuck who you really don't like, but he's your friend. He's your friend. Why is he your friend? Because he makes you feel good when you talk to him. Why does he make you feel good? Because you feel like you're better than him, and vice versa. Because you're both you're two rats in a fucking I was gonna say barrel. I'm telling you. What did I tell you about brain cells? Wasting away. I am wasting away. I am running out of things. Running out of mental real estate. And the sad thing is the mental real estate is infinite. But still, I was going to say 2 rats in a bucket of cream, but then that's the thing from thing. But let's just say it. I'm just trying to avoid letters. Again, dear Des, once this is your second letter for a second violation. Just again, to stress and underline, nobody watched your video. Not a soul watched your fucking video. So don't get it in your head that don't get excited. Your view count will still be all the times that you went back to watch it to say, who else is coming after me? Who do I have to hire for private security that I can trust that I haven't pissed off already? So no one's watching your shit. Our speakers and our fucking bots, bleep, bleep, bloop, 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 detected that you said fucking two rats in a bucket of cream. This is the intellectual property of fucking Steven Spielberg and whoever the fuck made that movie, which is now owned by this, which is owned by this, which is owned by Amazon. We are sending a group of very, very, very angry men to fucking harangue. Is that the right word? To harangue you out of your apartment? Or am I misusing? I'm trying to sound too fucking wordy here. Harangue you out your. Let's just say it is. We'll go. Okay, this is our transition. What does the word harangue mean? It sounds like meringue, like the meringue pie. Harangue. Okay, so this is not at all lecture. I'll probably get a harangue too. We are haranguing you. We are haranguing you about 2 guys, who watched a bunch of 90s workout tapes and are fucking absolutely jacked. We are sending. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, because I'm on the other guy's fucking thing. Wow. What a mess. What a mess. That looks more like, there you go. That looks more like it. Oh, yeah. Don't ever share, don't, get your own computer if you can. Get your own fucking computer. Harangue. A lengthy and aggressive speech, noun, to lecture somebody. Harangued by the two stars of, like we said, very many 90s workout tapes. The industry that Desy just so happens to want to crack. Anyways, okay. What did I want? Okay, I wanted to clear this out the way because I thought I was done with this fucking beanbag. I thought I was just done punching this fucking beanbag. And obviously, I mean by the beanbag, I mean our lovely fucking mayor. Because he's the only one left. It's him and Bones, and look who didn't make the cut. Look who didn't make the fucking cut. It's fucking Andrew Dice Clay himself. Hey, there's no COVID? Oh, wait, what do you thought you're going outside? Oh, hey, oh. hey, are you an old guy with COVID? I got a great place for you. It's a place with other people who don't have COVID yet, but will in 24 hours because they're super fucking susceptible. Hey, everybody, meet your new fucking bingo partner. He can't fucking see. Can't fucking see. He's literally days away from dying. Unfortunately, I'm not trying to make light of old people dying. It's a travesty. But, here's a little another bunch of old people who can kind of see, but are about to get ravaged by this fucking virus because I need my stats to look fucking good. And one day the people are going to find out about this. Oh, and boy, let me tell you something. When people find out about this, they are not going to give a shit at all. They are not going to give a shit at all. But hey, come here, sugar tits. Squeezy, squeezy, you're my new state trooper. Get the fuck out of here. And that's not everybody, too, obviously, because he's got this fucking loyal legion. This legion. And I made the great fucking mistake. You know what my mistake was? If you hark back to the fucking episode we did when we were one of the earlier episodes we did, and we started trying to get people to like us on Twitter, didn't fucking work. You'll see in 2 seconds if we pull this up. I'm still at goose egg. But we followed these people who we thought were just staying positive, who just liked the waterfall. Why? But we failed in logic because why are they on the page liking the waterfall? Did they search fucking waterfalls? Are they fucking waterfall enthusiasts? Are they the Steve Irwins of fucking waterfall? No. They're fucking Cuomo enthusiasts. They're the Cuomo sexuals, as they're so affectionately fucking called. And they're coming out in fucking droves now. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. You have attacked our leader. Prepare for our fucking wrath. Talk about what when other clown said. He's like, hey, I can go on Times Square and fucking shoot some guy in the head. This guy, same fucking thing. Oh, what made him go do that? It must have been somebody else. Could have been the Russians. Could have been. How about it's just fucking him? And I thought I was going to enjoy this. I really thought I was going to enjoy it because I'm like, yeah, I told you, I'm like, this guy is the guy who, of all of them, I got the biggest fucking problem with. But now he's gone. And I gotta say, I'm not as satisfied as I thought I was going to be. I'm really not. So I could say I'm going to be, maybe is that a sign that maybe he wasn't the worst one? Maybe that this guy is going to be the worst one when he fucking, when he gets the fuck out of here? No, because it's probably going to be the same. But he's got to fucking, like seriously? Because I'm getting tired of again, just shitting on, this is what, we've pivoted. We fucking pivoted. We're going to Desy ideas. And this is why I'm not liking this episode so far because there's not enough ideas. We got to get back to the fucking ideas. Again, we're getting slowed down in the rants and complaints about society. That's the one slice of bread in the Desy idea sandwich. Okay? Smelly tuna time. We got to work through the fucking thing. We got to come up with solutions. We got to come up with fucking solutions. But before we come up with solutions, I have to say this one guy. Because I'm just so, it's so easy. He's such an easy fucking target. But I will say, if I can fucking pull it up, actually, here, let's go ahead and pull it up. The Blasio thing, keys. I need the exact fucking quote. Proof of vaccination is your key to NYC, and it all starts today. Let me tell you something, you fucking lemur. Okay? I have the keys to my own city. You know why? Because I'm fucking from here. I fucking grew up here. And before everybody goes up on this tirade of, oh, he's anti-vax, I got the fucking stab. I got the one. I'm waiting for the second one. I endured 2 days of fucking feeling like absolute shit. Absolute fucking shit. Oh, that's not, and people fucking telling me like I'm fucking crazy. It's only supposed to happen the second time. Oh, it happened to me. And I'm not a guy who I am a bit of a hypochondriac, but I'm not like, I'm like, I get it. It's whatever. It's side effects, whatever. All I'm saying is virus, days taken away from virus, by virus, 0. Days taken out of rotation for this thing, 2 and counting. Because I'm expecting 2 on the other end. Because apparently it's fucking worse on the other end. Maybe I just got to switch these. I don't know. It's not, that's, the whole thing is that's besides the fucking point. I'm not debating that fucking point. I'm debating this shit. I have the keys to this city, whether the fuck you're in office, you're out of office, I don't give a fuck. It's so easy. You just go in front of a thing and you say, you know what you say? You say, look, rates going up. Okay, we don't have the hospital space and we're gonna get overrun again and all this kind of shit. Just fucking say that. But no. And this is why you have all these lunatics running around and they're saying this shit and you don't want to, and you're like, you're a lunatic, stop it. No, it's not the fucking aliens from Toy Story coming down and warping your fucking mind. It's not that. Okay, it has nothing to do with it. Okay, it's not his son's afro is not sending out fucking transmitters to try to warp your fucking mind. That's not what's happening. Like everybody just fucking come back down to fucking earth. I mean, anything's possible, right? But the whole point is, and then people go, oh, these people. But you know what? There is a line. Isn't there a line? And what bothers me about this shit is that it's like, the entitlement of, oh, but this is what we do, and it's up to, it's asshole. It's not up for you to decide. It's not up for you. Your whole shit is paid for by dipshits like me, but not really me. Cause like, what are they collecting off me in taxes? Fucking nothing. But other people who people who work in fucking selling garden hoses in wherever the fuck. That tax money goes to giving you a fucking job. The whole structure shit exists to fucking help us. You don't get to decide who has the fucking keys and who doesn't. Again, coming out and saying, here's what it is. Here's the exact situation. Shit sucks, and you have to make things and things. But look, most of you are vaccinated. Does that fucking mean anything with this the spin-off, with the sequel? I don't know, but that's not the point. The point is, everything again, it's all about the fucking, the ceremony and keeping up appearances. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's not about you. You should actually only be in there when you really need to be in there and when it fucking matters. But this idea that we're gonna filter fucking reality through your big, stupid fucking big bird head. And that you are now gonna decide. And look, I wouldn't have given a shit if you were from Boston or not. Everyone's welcome, whatever the fuck. But if you're gonna come at me with this shit, where were you in fucking, when I was born? Fenway Park. And now you got the fucking balls. Because you got a promotion, out of a promotion, out of a promotion. You're just another fucking guy. Overstepping. Way to fucking turn people away. And I'm not saying to cater to these people. I'm not saying you have to baby them and say, Tell people the facts. Tell people the cold hard facts. Just know that this is not. First of all, last year you're telling us when it's bedtime, and now you're saying, here's who can who. Fuck off. And you know what? I actually hope he gets this the lieutenant job. When this other one comes in, I hope she chooses him. She's not gonna, if she has any fucking brains at all. But just get, and it's not. Look, it is not going to be any better at all. Not even just because of incoming guy, but because of it's just what we said. We looked. You know what? We were watching that debate. And we not only did we say, I cannot believe this guy is going to become the next fucking mayor. It was, I cannot believe these are the 9 fucking people. But that's just the Democrats. Oh, you wait till we see who the Republicans have. P.S. He has a cool fucking hat. Oh, I also have, this is my Instagram thing. We got to, oh shit. Of course. But that looks, what is that? Also, okay, New York, no. I mean, that's something, right? Oh, shit. Oh, I thought it was coming. Help him out. You need to have 2 fucking... He's gonna help it himself? What's this guy fucking doing? Get on. There you go, guy. There you go. Go, 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 go. Go. He's got to get up on the fucking thing. Get this guy up. Holy shit, there it was. You know what? That's not something to fucking celebrate. $20 fucking people. Not saying, look, I'm not acting like I'm a fucking tough guy. You know? Easier said than done. You know where we're at with cops. You gotta give that guy his fucking credit. And you gotta give other guy his fucking credit. Why is there 5 people recording? We got the one video. You know what? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't, you know what? I didn't expect to see that. And now that I've seen that, makes you wonder, like, what would you do in that, you know? But I've told you, I've been very open. We go to the fucking supermarket. I don't even, you know, you think I chew their ear off? You think I just say, hey, did you see this People magazine? Did you see who Cher is fucking now? Can you fucking believe it? Is it because he reminds her of fucking Sonny Bono? No. I'm not saying no to the fact that he doesn't. I'm saying no, I don't strike up these conversations. I go in and I fuck off. So what side of Desy would be there? I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I tell you what they don't need in a situation like that is a curmudgeon. Anyway, that's my eyes shouldn't even got on this thing. I shouldn't even got on either. Look, I actually, you know what it is? I preferred the times we did this and we just stayed on Google. Because Google or mine, again, okay, so cut back to, where's the ideas been? Almost 40 minutes in, no ideas. Bad week. I think it's just because I've already lost 3/4 of my body weight. I need fucking Pedialyte or some shit. I'm swimming in it. Why don't you just take off the rope, you fucking idiot? Really? Really? And become who? If it wasn't for this, people wouldn't fucking know who I am. It's just a fucking fact. Oh, but you got a distinct attitude. No, you'd be surprised. It's like some Clark Kent shit. You know, Superman saved me last week. Oh, really? Yeah, he looked actually a lot like fucking you, except he didn't have glasses, so, you know, that rules you out. Do you have a twin? No. Oh, well, then that rules that out totally. You're very chiseled. Do you watch a lot of, like, 90s workout videos? You know, actually, speaking of which, I know a guy, he just chills in his basement a lot, and he's trying to get into that fucking industry. Do you know anybody, if you do, you know, I could pass a card along to? The best thing about that industry, too, is that it's like, you know, Richard Simmons was the guy in fucking, you know. And we don't know what the story is with him in terms of, and it doesn't matter. It's his personal business. Where his interests lie, if you catch my drift. It doesn't really matter. All I'm saying in terms of like it being, you know, like I guess the appeal. Would women want to buy a Desy workout tape? I don't know. I like to think that I have a certain fucking mystique that appeal, like, you know, beyond my obvious fucking intelligence that gets that, you know, that would get at least warm the fucking, you know, the graces of the common man who isn't just trapped in a fucking zombie mind of fucking I'm gonna pound these fucking beers. Someone who's a little bit outside that realm. But even maybe that guy. I mean, all are welcome. I'm not saying go fuck yourself. You're not going to, you know. If you get any value out of Desy, you know, all aboard. Make sure you fucking like and subscribe. and pre-order our very first 90s nostalgia, because it's nostalgia's back in too. We talked about this. Everybody just wants to go back to the days where their mama just fucking gave them a nice little spank every once in a while, a comforting spank, not like not a punishment spank, you know. And like I said, you got the occasional titty in your mouth, you got fucking Barney on your television, you have mushed fucking rhubarb. And fucking what's the one called? The endives. Rhubarb, endives, and fucking watermelon. Because whatever Gerber, and then act like, oh, it's specifically formatted by scientists. It's whatever was at the bottom of the fucking vat. Snapple was busy, finished squeezing out whatever fucking last. They needed, what are they, like 2% juice max? So they took whatever juice they needed and left this rotten fucking thing at the bottom. Like a fruit salad of like rinds and skins and just like, all the nutrients just zapped. Who the fuck would want this? There's a farm up the road where you can see if maybe they could fertilize their soil. Gerber's like, we'll take it. Oh, and then also and then Snap will give it, and then it'll be like a tax write-off. So it'll be, like, they'll say, like, repurposing weed, whatever. Gerber's taking that shit and just throwing it in a fucking giant, 60-foot, like, Wonka-esque fucking titanium alloy fucking, thing. Red food coloring, blue food coloring, orange food coloring, whatever other food coloring. It's a formula. Is it? Is it really? Or have you cracked it? Or are you one of the 30 people / companies / families in America who really cracked it and have just bullshitted us in a way that's incredibly cost effective for you? And if that's the case, old Desy would say, shame on you. New Desy would say, teach me. Bring me on board. I have a great fucking idea for a nostalgia trip. Okay, and what do you need to play a VHS? You need a VCR. Most people have VCRs. I don't think so. I think a lot of them got rid of it too fucking soon. And it's now it's one of the things that's making up the this island. You hear about this island? The plastic island? VCRs. You swim to that island, you pick out the VCRs. Would it be damaged? Probably. If it's floating in the water, probably. So maybe we won't do that. Maybe we'll make them from scratch. But if it's the Gerber, who would have VCRs that doesn't need them? You get those for free. You put a couple stickers on it, okay? You paint it. Now it's not a VCR, it's a Desitron. And the Desitron accepts it's VHSs, but they're a specific kind of VHS. Again, what's the one that lost? There was a whole thing. It was like it's like Beta, no? VHS and Beta. There you go. But people use the Beta. Wasn't the whole thing? Wasn't this like the traditional kind of thing of like what usually happens is that one was fucking way better, and it was not the one that won. Because when you're not better, you're not going to be like, oh, we're not better. And then you'll be like, oh, we can compete to be better. Or we just fucking kneecap these guys. It's like, yeah, Beta's great. The Founder's great too if you like pedophiles. Do you know who owns a Betamax? The guy from fucking Subway. Do you really want a Betamax now? And Beta's like, that's a fucking lie. And VH is like, do something about it. It's not about the fucking quality of the thing. It's about me putting you into submission. This is fucking judo, my friend. If you came expecting anything else, you were gravely mistaken. So the VHS people won until they lost. Because then the DVD people said, hey, watch this shit. And then the DVD people made enough money to absolutely, like, forget blowjobs for days. We're talking about explore the depths of depravity that unlike anything since fucking ancient Rome. For a good solid fucking 10, 15 years. Until the Netflix boys came along and said, hey, watch this. Literally. And poof, went Mr. DVD. Now, Mr. Blu-ray came along and said, hey, we're going to essentially do the same shit that the DVD guys did. We're going to give it a cool fucking name. We're going to give it a cool fucking name. And it's not a cool name. There's nothing cool about it. But if you're noticing a recurring trend, it doesn't matter. It's catchy. It wasn't a violent fragment. Violet fragment. It wasn't fucking orange quadrilateral. Blu-ray. 1, 2. Pop, pop. And it's a color. It's a color. They didn't try to get too sophisticated. I saw somebody was saying that I guess it was like the thing and the thing had a blue. Yeah, bullshit. Bull fucking shit. Yeah. Because that's it's no. It sounds like it sounds like a stingray character. Who was there was like a shark one, wasn't it? It's like Hammerheads or something. Wasn't that a cartoon? It sounds like a character out of Hammerheads. Someone tell me this is true and that I'm not just having a hallucination. Hammerheads cartoon. Please tell me I'm not having a fucking hallucination. Marvel? No, it wasn't a Marvel guy. Wasn't there a shark cartoon? Please tell me. Okay, wait. There was shark cartoon. Was it 80s? No. Street Sharks. Hey, Street Sharks. Okay. Excuse me. Street Sharks is what I was referring to. Blu-ray sounds like a character out of Street Sharks. Our first fitness thing. That will be the theme. American anime, crime-fighting half-man, half-sharks. Now, this taps into the whole, superhero megaplex and the desire to constantly, as a fucking 45-year-old individual, remind yourself that, yeah, today I am simply an assistant in an accounting office. But tomorrow, there could be a horrible accident at the lab. In which case, I develop not only some, green lesions on my hands, but fucking a superhuman strength. A giant cock. And the ability, only on Tuesdays, but the ability to guess the lotto numbers in Bosnia. So not only am I rich and powerful and I can fuck like a champion, but I also make an occasional whatever currency they use over there. I don't think it's the euro. I would settle for that. It wouldn't be like an immediate yes. First of all, the cock thing is a burden. I used to think people like, it's not the size, it's how you use it. And it's like, all right, you're just admitting that you have a below average. And I'm not here saying, I would probably say, have I said this before? I feel like this is not the first time I've said it. I feel like I'm 55 percentile. So just above average. But I'm also, weather thing, mood. When we come out to play, we come out to play. When we're hibernating, we're hibernating. But I'm not insecure. So I think that or maybe that's just my personality. Maybe. I'm acting like I don't know. Like I've spent enough hours online. If you catch my drift. So you have some, but then again, that could be distorted too. Because there's a reason that they chose that guy. You know what I mean? But maybe is there demand for is there like an openly little penis porn star to satisfy that niche? Because it's a niche. Again, don't laugh because it sounds ridiculous. If it's a niche, it's a niche. While you're laughing, somebody is making bread. Somebody's forget bread. Somebody is building a fucking bakery. That's how much bread we're talking about. What's the connecting theme for all this? So we have a street shark thing. Oh, well, yeah, but how? So okay, well. This is where what proves greatness. If this is going to be the final piece of the formula, right? It's called brainstorming, and it's called identifying niche, and then it's called identifying many niches that apparently aren't similar, connecting the fucking dots, and soaring, just absolutely just at the speed of fucking light, driving all the way to the top. Oh, what? Oh, you own the Atlanta Falcons. I don't give a shit. See you later. Oh, you invented a fucking coin to compete with the dog coin. It's the cat that's about to be euthanized coin. I don't give a fuck. Enjoy the enjoy life down there. I'm all the way up, baby. Dear Des, this is Fat Joe's representatives. Again, to be absolutely clear, nobody has watched your video. But our spidey senses went up. Our bot said, time out. We heard that you used a snippet of our song. And instead of giving you a warning, and because it's Fat Joe does not do corporate, Fat Joe does not beat around the bush. We send you this letter, which is it's totally irrelevant. Because Fat Joe's coming for you. And he'll get to you. And once the line of ethnic people gets through their business in taking you apart in your own apartment, or in the event that they don't, rest assured, Fat Joe will, and it will not be fun. And he'll write a song about it. And it'll be, you know how usually it's like one verse or a couple of lines? The whole song will be dedicated to how he fucking absolutely just squeezed any last remnants of life out of you. So we would say cease and desist, but it's a little too late for that. Street Shark themed VHS workout tape. Mixing that with the niche for, I guess, micropenis porn stars. What you could do, because today what happens is, like, we're still trying to keep this overground, underground. Okay, speaking of the Twitter thing, I'm not gonna go back on it, but Twitter was saying OnlyFans is not showing. Talk about me taking my robe off before. It's like, what's Desy without the robe? What's OnlyFans without the titties? Remains to be seen. Very interesting move. As the CEO of Subway, and I keep talking about fucking Subway, as the CEO of Subway, we decided that we will no longer be selling yoga mat sandwiches. We will instead be moving to quinoa and fucking yogurt. Together. In one. Desy's, is it quinoa? Quinoa, sorry, excuse me. Desy's quinoa and yogurt. I'm not touching that, actually. I don't want to get anywhere fucking near that. I think we missed the boat on quinoa. Is yogurt in? Is it out? What's the next thing, food-wise? One thing you know what? No, forget that. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. VHS nostalgia, Street Shark fighter tapes. Okay, so yeah, what we were saying is that we like to think that we have a separate tier, and we keep, like, this is all like holdovers from like the 50s, the white picket fucking, Leave It to Beaver shit, where it's just like, life is clean and whatever, and then your husband's going off and having, all the shit, all the vices of today were fucking around back then. Maybe not the digital ones, but everything else, it was all fucking there. And if they didn't let it happen in fucking Beaversville, Kansas, it was happening a couple towns over. Somewhere. And whoever wanted it, got it. So I think at some point, because here's the thing, we're living in a post-Trump world too. I thought Trump would have been, because the Trump people, those are the people who like focus the family and, you know, it's a sin and oh gosh, oh golly. And then all of a sudden this guy's saying, hey, let's beat the shit out of that guy. And they're like, yeah. So I thought the veil was off. So if the veil is off and it's like, you know, no more Mr. Nice Guy, you know, why can't we do, because I was going to say do a cross promotion. You get the micropenis porn guy into the workout video. Just show his face a little bit, get people adjusted, and then when they see in the thing, they're like, oh, that's the guy from Thing, and then it's like they make that connection. We're building careers, and then we own all of his rights to everything. He doesn't get paid. He gets paid nickels on the fucking, forget nickels on the dollar, nickels on the hundreds of dollars. You know, we'll pay him in a coin. We'll come up with the coin, Street Shark coin, and we'll mint fucking 100,000 of them. And then we'll say, oh, there's only 100,000. We're giving you 5 of these, okay? Which has the current value of, 12 cents. But in 5 years' time, that 12 cents is going to be worth $12 million. Will it? Who gives a shit? You keep the rest of them. You sell them at market value to more people who you convince, hey, I know it's 12 cents, but in 5 years' time, Street Shark coin. Okay, so the point was, I was going to say just to cross-promote them, but what we'll actually do is we just need to mix those worlds together. Why are we hiding? Everybody watches it. Maybe not that specific niche. But we're walking around pretending. And it's also physical and physical, right? Body health. Full body health. A full body health journey that's also nostalgic and also, but that, you know what it is? I feel like that has to be cornered. I feel like we're chasing someone that's, maybe with the VHS tapes too. Street Shark VHS tapes, maybe not. I think we need to let go of the micro. I was gonna say, we're bringing down the barriers of thing. We're welcoming kind of, we're bringing porn up from the underground into the main. But it's I don't know. But by enough more we can chew. I think we're gonna have a lot of competitors too, and we'll be like, oh yeah, and will they be great fucking will they be great competition? Will they really come after us if they're not, if they don't have too much to back it up? If you know what I'm saying. You'd be surprised. They may not have what they lack in inches, they make up for in years of psychological fucking self-abuse, in addition to other abuse. Although that's something but then you know what it is. I was about to say you could hide that from the public. But if you're ever in the locker, like you have to be, at all times. First time somebody, I guess you could say if you're coming out of the pool, you have that. There's that whole thing. You could say, hey, but it's at a certain point, someone's gonna find out. Someone's gonna know. The first person that giggles, and you like to think that people don't, forget kiss and tell. People just don't, but I feel, yeah, Again, not talking as fucking, I was gonna say Ron Jeremy, but I've not once. You know what it is? I'm looking at this clock, and that's why it's already an hour. I'm not leaving until we have a conclusive thing. What is the thing? We need to get more niche than 90s workout video VHS. Okay, but right, we said we have the machinery, the VHS, the quote unquote what do I call it? The Desymatic. I gotta rewind this, and again, like I said, I gotta do these in the fucking morning. And in a temperature controlled room, because workout VHS, but then you're chasing holes like bad for the environment thing. It's an uphill battle. I think we're gonna have to take the L for this week. I think we're gonna have to take the L. I think we're gonna have to come back better and stronger. I did have one idea. I'll tell you this one idea that I had. I wrote it down before we go, and it's kind of building off a similar thing. We have to take a gamble on what we were saying before. Is the facade gone? And we can work. It works in both ways. Okay, because if the facade of thing, if it's like a nice life and the underbelly of all that is disgusting and you know, the inner rage and all that stuff, if those two can coexist and it's fine, then we have a massive fucking food chain on our hands. And I mean like a chain of restaurants. And if it's not, if it's still taboo to be anything other than hi, how are you, then we're gonna fucking smash through that taboo. Because ladies and gentlemen, what I am presenting to you is not Papa John's, not Jimmy John's, but Honest John's. And what Honest John's is going to do is going to treat you like a piece of shit. Maybe not like not OD, not like we're not just going to fucking, you know, we won't go personal. We won't say like, oh, you know, hurry up, back fat. I gotta get to my fuck, you know, to the kitchen. Like we'll stay away from like stuff like that, ethnic stuff. You know, the guys from fucking Mozambique. You know, like let it go. You know, what do he do to you? Like we'll draw some lines. We won't fuck with the food. We won't fuck with the food. We won't do that, because that's disgusting. And the truth is, people don't want that. We're not holding people fucking hostage here. You know, we want people to come to our restaurant. And what do they secretly want that they don't know what they want? They want abuse. They're craving abuse. They're just waiting for it. And you can tell they're waiting for it because anybody who looks at them kind of funny sideways in a second, and it could just be, that person's aunt could have just fucking died. You know, an air conditioner could have just fell on her fucking head. Just out of fucking nowhere. Okay? And now they're out of it, because they just had to go to this fucking mass, and they're seeing all these people they haven't seen in fucking 25 years, and they owe them some fucking money. And it's like there was no getting out of it because they believe in like in hell and shit. So like they know that if they don't fucking go to their aunt's funeral, that, you know, it's just fucking the blaze of glory is awaiting. Except it's not the blaze of glory, it's the blaze of punishment, and it's eternal. And at the helm of that fire, turning the switch on and off and on and off and on and off, is his dead aunt with a giant dent in her fucking head. So there was no getting out of it. And you know, you change clothes really fast, and you're like, I'm gonna make it. And then it's like, hey, Felipe. Shit. Hey, you think I forgot about that game of pool in 1987? You really think I fucking forgot about that? Not now. This is a bad fucking time, Jose. I don't know why they're Hispanic. It sounds like I'm drawing up okay, they're not Hispanic. Curveball. The names are Felipe and Jose. But they're actually from County Donegal. Okay, it was an honorary thing. The dad was in a certain organization that, you know, talk about balaclavas. A guy had something along those lines. Is all I'm going to say. Had to make a little beer run in South America, except he wasn't picking up beers. He was picking up something else that he had to bring back that would be of great use to him. And while he was there, he met these two guys who were fighting for fucking Paraguayan independence. Even though it was already independent, they wanted it to be more independent. But that was the thing. Actually, no. So they were fighting for like I don't know, whatever, something in Paraguay, and then they realized, oh, you know, we kind of actually have all the things we have. We have toucans, fairly decent fucking temperature. You know, our currency is you know, it's about 10 years from going to shit instead of like 75. So we have 10 years. We could sit on the beach. Even though I don't think there's that's not a coast thing. I think they're landlocked. So we'll sit in the mud on one of those fucking beach chairs in the mud. You could put a beach chair in the mud, and we'll just fucking chill here. And you know what? We have all these guns lying around. Do you know what I really want? I want like a couple, like I could really go for like a Guinness right now. How could we how could we do some sort of exchange for someone who could use this weaponry and might possibly be able to hook us up with some stout? Let me call a guy. And so this guy from Donegal came over, and he's thinking he's just going to get in and out because there's very pressing matters. You know, there's certain members of government that he needs to have check their car. every day. Or rather, actually, no, because if they check the card, then it doesn't work. So he's got some things he's got to do. So he's like, thank you. What do you, and then they're like, hey, you brought the Guinness. You brought us 35 barrels of Guinness. What, we think we're just going to fucking go through this in one night? Well, this will be around for a long time. Hey, come have one. Hey, you know what? And we don't know how to fucking use this thing. Because you know the whole thing with Guinness. It's totally fucking fine. Just pour it. Just pour the fucking thing. Obviously, you don't want the thing, that the head to be like that, thing where, just fucking pour it. It's fucking fine. If it's too big, you throw it, or you let it sit there. This whole fucking the wizardry, it's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It's fine. Just have the thing. And so he's teaching him, but he's teaching him the wizardry and saying, hey, this is and this is, and don't, and it's supposed to 119 seconds. Oh, shut the fuck up. But Felipe and John are there for it. They got nothing else to do. The Paraguay is exactly the way it has to be, until the demise of anything economic in the fucking the decade later. But hey, they don't have kids, and this is going to be part of the story, right? They don't have kids. They have a patch of mud and now 35 barrels of Guinness and now a new buddy, or at least somebody who they want to make the buddy, but he's like, dude, we'll call him Chester. It's not an Irish name at all, but maybe it derives from something Gaelic, like Chai, like how like everything is just like AI, like AIG, and it's does it make any sense? No, it doesn't, right? But it's just like it's like French. It's just like 35 extra fucking letters that it's like you read on a road, like you see it on the road signs on the pictures. It's like, hey, where am I going? I'm going to Cork. But instead of just saying fucking Cork, which is just, like Cork. But it's like Cork, it's like fucking, again. Forget like Dublin. It's like they got 3 fucking words for Dublin. 3 fucking words. Am I saying that it was worth having, like, my ancestors have their fucking tongues chopped off? No, you're not Pedrig. You're fucking Patrick. Was it fucking worth that shit? Maybe for the expediency of fucking language. Maybe get to the fucking point. Maybe don't have fucking, what is Iceland? You're not naming you got no fucking volcanoes. But anyways. So this guy, Chester. And again, it's like CHAIGIAST McNally. Chester McNally is his name. And he's like, I gotta get the fuck out. We have pressing matters. But I'll show you how to pour the Guinness. And then I have to do a taste test to make sure it's fine. And then actually, this came out it came out okay. I gotta do another one. And you know what I gotta take? And hey, those are actually cool shoes. What's this? Hey, you know what? I actually read a book. And then fucking, 2 days later, he set sail. Just for the sake of the story. Well, I'm picturing 1970 something. For the sake of the story. He set sail in a fucking boat. Before he goes, he says, hey, just know that in some way, like I know you guys said you're not having any kids because you have no faith in the stability of your country's economy. But I got one on the way. And if I ever have another one, I'm gonna name them Felipe and, did I say Jorge? Or was it Jose? Felipe and Jose. This is what I'm gonna name them. And it happened. It fucking happened. But things still weren't looking too good up there, and they said, right, I gotta get. Also, I'm realizing this is flawed from the fucking start. Because Donnie Golo they're not actually one of the it's North, but it's not one of the. So I don't know, but so that's the whole thing. Maybe they crossed in to fight the good fight, got caught, had to make a run for it. Fucking ran off to their buddies in New York. You kind of had to hide low, whatever. So we're doing kind of some fugazi shit. We're playing, we're playing fucking pool. We're pool hustlers. okay, and tried to get their cousin Jemima. The cousin Jemima was trying to get in on the action, and Jemima was like, let's do the hustling together. And then it's like, all right, well, we got to teach you, just like my dad taught our namesakes about the Guinness. We got to teach you about the game of pool hustling. So let's play a couple games or whatever. And then he like lost. And then it's like, all right, well now, in this situation, in this transaction, you would transact me some money. So just do that now, and then, and then we'll go from there. And then it's like, all right, I'll get you back. Runs away, says, saw something that night that's like, I do not want to enter into this universe, into this underbelly of society. Not for me. So, fucking runs away, becomes a good old boy. Becomes a born-again Christian. Fucking Bible studies, whatever. In Boise, Idaho, and everything's fucking rock solid until the day he finds out that fucking because I'm always worried about that shit. It's superstitious bullshit. Everything, like I said, anything's like, oh, but it's fine. You're fine. It's 2 days out of date. Eat it. That kind of thing. But like Subway crates or what the thing on the floor, those and fucking air conditioners. Cause what it is, I think what really fucked me over is like I had a roommate once who was like he just put the fucking thing down. He's like, it's fine. I'm like, no, it's not fine. So again, I would hold it. I'm like, well, how do you know? How do you fucking know? All I'm saying is, okay, you fucking do you. All I'm saying is, if I'm fucking walking under this thing one day and you decide, hey, it's hot, let me open the window. Oh, wait, and I got a fucking funeral. And then at my fucking funeral, thank God, like, no one's gonna come to that shit. They'll be like, oh, he's finally dead? Thank fucking Christ. Thank fucking Christ. Because I already wasn't watching it, the stuff. But, like, I could not live with the fact that he was on the same planet as me for, like, any longer. And so finally his time has fucking come. But out of thing, we gotta go to the funeral. So thankfully, I don't think there's gonna be too many pool fights. But you never know. You fucking never know. But anyway, the funeral brings back, and then the old ghosts resurface. I'm trying to remember the original fucking context of whose aunt. So somebody's aunt had just died, and that's why. I don't know. I'm actually really stumped. I'm gonna have to rewatch this. And you know what it is? Okay, so we'll pick up next week because I'm already like 15 minutes over. I said hour and Dunzo. We'll pick up next week, and I'll keep this story going. Or maybe I won't. I probably won't. I probably fucking won't. We're gonna start talking about like the platypus next week, or we'll find a new idea. Yeah, another niche to be cornered. But I don't have the energy right now. Or we'll do all that at a future date. So that's the end of that. See you later.